Sometimes people will drop a trailer and can't get back under it because they don't think about how to do it. These two trailers were dropped with the nose in the corner, and I'm here to pick up this one right here, this old MS Carrier trailer. And as you can see, you can't get into either one from the front, so you have to go in from the side. Now, one of the things I do, if they're a whole lot closer to the curb, I'll put a 4x4 there by the landing gear, so the landing gear can't come too far, because when you start pushing underneath it, you may wind up sliding trailer sideways some. But do that, and then I go ahead and figure out where the pin is, and then I put something like this tape on the rail lined up with the pin, so I have some kind of clue when I'm in the truck where the pin is. I also made an air hose where it'll hook up to my glad hand on my tractor, and then I can hook it to this glad hand. The reason I did that is when you're coming in at a 90-degree angle or something like that, or even a harder angle, trying to make your airlines that are on your tractor reach around the trailer, you could do two things. You could break a glad hand either on your truck or on the trailer. You could stretch your hoses out to the point where they're just dragging on the catwalk now and they don't recoil enough to stay off the catwalk, or bend your pogo stick to the point where you can't get the pogo stick to go straight up anymore. So I have an actual straight air hose with two glad hands on it. I'll show you that here in a few minutes. But right now I've already marked where the pin is. I'm going to go ahead and back underneath the trailer. Before I get a bunch of comments, I know I said I made an air hose, but actually what I did is I took a couple glad hands, one for the that would go on a tractor normally, this one, and this is a device that I use to check the air system when I'm like doing a DOT inspection or something like that, or trying to fix an air leak on a trailer. It just plugs into one of my air hoses. Then on the other end, what I did is I took a glad hand from it that would go on a trailer, and basically put a shim and a quick coupler so I can plug an air hose into it, and this will go on my airline. So that way I can go ahead and go from the front of the trailer on the other side at the front of the trailer all the way up here without trying to stretch my airlines across. I'm already hooked into the pin. The trailer didn't move, which is great. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put this on my airline, then I'm going to hook it onto the airline on the truck and supply air to the trailer. I've already got the tractor brake set, so that way the air to the trailer is going to be airing up while I crank the landing gear up. And then I'll go ahead and pull the trailer up to where it's a whole lot more straight, and then I'll take that hose off and hook my regular lines up. But one thing you want to make sure is you put your airline in such a manner that you're not going to catch it on the drives. Now once I get up there, that will be lined up with the truck, and with me dropping it in here, I should be fine because it's sitting in this rail right here, so it won't get caught up in the drives. Okay, I got the trailer out of where it was, and as you can see, everything is straightened up to where I can hook up the airlines the way it's supposed to be. And one thing, if you don't have valves like I do, where I can shut each individual glad hand on the tractor off, when you step on the brakes, you're going to lose air through the blue airline. So be aware of that and don't panic, because that's going to happen if you can't shut off that line. Luckily on mine, I have a valve I can shut it off. So I'm going to go ahead and hook these lines up the way they're supposed to be, and the trailer's ready to go. I just got to make sure I got lights working, and I know the brakes release. So I'll go ahead and hook everything up. I'll do my tug test, because I'll be able to hook up and the blue line, pull the trolley valve down, even though I already did a tug test when I was at a 90-degree angle to the trailer. So I know it's actually locked, but I'll still do a tug test with the trolley valve to make sure the brakes will work. And I want to thank you for coming back to the channel, and everybody have a better day. And don't forget, go ahead and hit that like button, that bell, subscribe, and everything else, and spread the word. I'm out here trying to help everybody out. Thank you. Have a better day.